Since we are all part of the same fabric, we are all one in that sense. We still have individual existence within our own bubble realities. But technically, we are connected, if you see what we mean. Now, once you have a full grasp of this concept of how we are fully connected, you can understand that you can manifest us within your 12 dimensions or 12 layers of your aura anytime, whenever you have raised your frequency to a certain extent to match ours. It establishes a direct connection with us. Now, this does not happen at a conscious level. This happens at a higher soul level. There is a need for us to assist you in some way for a specific period of your life or in your time. Then you can manifest us by activating that soul contract. This is something you cannot do consciously. However, what you can do is expand yourself, expand your perspective, fully knowing and understanding that you are very much capable of doing this if you wish to. We are going to use the same metaphor here. All the parallel frames that has happened in the past and will ever happen in the future exist simultaneously. So all the possibilities are already contained in this universe, and they are openly accessible to anyone, any soul. You are in your own bubble and you are on Earth. And the Earth is moving in that open space continuously. Even if you're sitting still in one place, you are still not in the same place in the space time. The Earth has shifted in the space. Is it making sense so far?
Yep.
So this movement across space is facilitated by the sun, which is moving across its own orbit in the galaxy. Now, there are billions of versions of the sun and the earth that exists in the planet. And based on your frequency, your reality bubble is shifting to that earth accordingly in real time in space. So all the billions of versions of parallel reality that you could ever have or become is accessible to you based on which earth you are going to jump on, because earth is anyway creating a movement. So say there is earth 1 and there is earth 2, and you are constantly jumping from earth to earth depending on what your frequency or vibration is. So you are teleporting in other sense all the time, every moment. So your parallel reality frames and other people's parallel reality frames, and also the frames where you are co-creating realities, they exist in the universe openly. Now, depending on which location your bubble is moving into, you can access them accordingly, and it can be in any corner of the universe. So, in a sense, you are moving across the universe. You're teleporting into different points in the universe all the time.
Yeah.
And through this motion, you are able to access that parallel reality frame for yourself, just like others are able to.
Could you expand a little more on the concept of junk DNA? Scientists say it's something more around about 90% of our genome, our genetic genome. So, what that 90% that we don't understand, because they've worked out supposedly what all the other 10% is that our God part? And what sort of abilities, other than just teleporting, do we have in our junk DNA once we open it up? Or is it a continual expansion, a continual ramp? So each increase in frequency, or does it unlock at just the one frequency level once we hit?
Yes, that's the correct understanding. It gradually unlocks based on what frequency you have, and in that 90% undiscovered DNA, there is a lot of things, and each would take its own session in itself to explain. So the teleportation is something you already are doing all the time, but you are not consciously aware. So when you are unlocking certain junk DNA, you are basically unlocking your awareness about your abilities. Just like you are listening to this transmission, simply listening makes you aware that this is a possibility, which gives you a direction, a promise to move towards. Now it will create curiosity in you, and you are going to explore. And maybe someday you will find a permission slip to be able to do so.